What is up, YouTube? It is your boy ZgAmpz here, coming at you with another commentary. And this is a gameplay I got a few days ago. This is Uplink. I know this is pubs, but this is a pretty good gameplay. I think I go like 73 and like 32 or something. And I also have a pretty nice dunk that sends the game into overtime. There's like 10 seconds left, so I'll clutch up in that. But yeah, in today's commentary, I'm going to be continuing on with high times. I think this is going to be my third episode I'm doing this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this commentary. You guys have seemed to enjoy, my high time series, and it's a pretty funny story. Actually, one of my best friends slash YouTubers was a part of this story. So yeah, shout out to him, Nocturnal Gamer. But yeah, and I'll go ahead and start with the story now, guys. Alright, so basically here's like the background information that you need to know. This was last year, kind of around the same time actually, when we were getting a bunch of snow. I think it had snowed, maybe 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. But we were out of school, and we had been out of school for maybe like 3 days. And this was probably one of the last days that we didn't have school. We didn't have school the next day, so we could spend the night somewhere. And there's a bunch of my friends. I think there was a group of like 4 or 5 guys, and then like Connor, Clay, and I forgot who else was there. This is like a last year, so this is a pretty faint memory here. But yeah, pretty funny story. We were, this was around maybe midnight, 1 a.m. We decided to go, do our thing. We were like, alright, where should we do it? I mean, it's snowing. We don't want to do it in the cold, right? 'Cause it's still snowing at 1 a.m. here, and it's pretty cold out. So, there's like an abandoned building, my house, like my neighborhood, like an abandoned house that they were building. And like there was no locks on it and everything, so we just were like, oh, okay, we'll just let ourselves in, and we'll do our thing in this little house. But you gotta remember, there was like 6 guys, so we were pretty loud, and our main goal was to not be loud, try to keep it on the DL. But clearly everybody did not get the memo with that, and I think that's what kind of screwed us, is because we were so loud and obnoxious walking up the street and in the house and everything. But yeah, we started doing our thing. We're up in the top floor. We're making a bunch of noise. You gotta remember, this is really late at night, and there's houses nearby. People are stomping in the floor. I mean, banging. Just being goons and freaking nonsense, doing all that mess. And so I think we're like, everybody's going in rotation. I think we're probably like the 4th person right now, so it's his turn and everything. We go ahead and start it up for him, and I just went, so I was kind of freaking out a little bit, being a little paranoia. But that guy just got raped. But yeah, all of a sudden, we hear this noise, like, someone's below us, and, we were all upstairs, so there's no one could have been down there, because all of my friends were upstairs with me, and we heard, like, somebody walking in, and we were like, nah, chill, we're just paranoid, we're hearing things, there's no way someone could be up here, this late in the night, especially since it's snowing. You figured everybody'd be asleep. But, yeah, so we heard like kind of footsteps, and we were getting kind of nervous. We were like, yo, what if this is the cops? We're going through every worst scenario possible in our minds. That's one of the things we do. So we're just thinking of all the bad things that can happen to us. And then out of nowhere, we hear this like deep kind of old man's voice, and he basically was like, he said hello, and we were like, oh shit, is this the cops? Like, we were getting ready to jump out the window, no joke. We were planning our escape route, and I think the gameplay just jumped right there, because I had to cut it a few minutes, because it was kind of too long, because it is a long game, so we do go into overtime. But yeah, just want to let you guys know, it wasn't a glitch or anything. I was just cutting it to make it shorter. But yeah, back to the story. So this guy, you know, he scares the shit. I mean, he literally scares the shit out of us. Like, we were all like, just, we had no idea what was going on. And he was like, you know, who's up there? Like, what are y'all doing? I know y'all are up to no good. Y'all have about 2 minutes to get out of this house before I call the cops. The cops are already on their way, so I'm gonna give you guys like a heads up. The cops are on their way, so be prepared for that. And then you gotta remember, it's like 1 a.m., so we'd be pretty easy to spot. I mean, a group of 6 guys. And so we start freaking out. We look out the window and we see this guy, you know, walking back to his house. We didn't know who he was, and we never found out who he was or what he was doing up that late. That's kind of suspicious to me, why he was up that late. Yeah, so we're freaking out right now. We're like, what do we do? And then everybody just starts panicking, which was the worst thing to do because, you know, there was still, everything was still kind of set up. Like, the piece was out. There was stuff everywhere. Like, if we didn't clean up, you know, they would notice that someone was up there. And both those guys just got freaking smacked with the ball. But yeah, everybody was kind of freaking out, which was not the best thing to do. I told everybody to calm down, but you know, no one likes to listen in those situations. Everybody's just panicking. You know, the cops are coming, we're screwed and all this. But yeah, I managed to get all of my stuff and clean the majority of what I wanted to take with me up. And so we're like, alright, well, we can't run down this street because that's where the guy was walking. We'd pass him and, you know, he would question us even more. They'd be able to stop one of us. You know, we're thinking we're not going down this street because that's where we all live. Or that's where the house that we were staying at, like, lived. And so we go to the left. You know, we know a shortcut through the woods that we can just take, you know, be better because we're going to be, he's not going to be able to find us that easily. And so we're all running out of the house. I mean, we are booking it. I'm pretty fast. I mean, I run like a 4.6 40, no big deal about that. But I'm in the front, you know, I'm flying, I'm carrying stuff, and then all of a sudden, you know, my friend Clay, he realized, he was like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to carry this. It was like a homemade thong type of ordeal. He's like, dude, I can't carry this. This thing's huge and heavy. Like, they see us this, we're screwed. And literally, no joke, when I say the coolest thing like I've ever seen anyone do in like a matter of like time, split second decision making. This kid literally, there was like there was like some like grass to our right, and I think right here, I mean, look at this, there's like 5 people right here. I think right here, yeah, I get this. Guy drops the ball, pick it up, bang, going into overtime, baby. What's up? But yeah, so he takes this thing by like the top part, and when I mean Chuck, this kid, he plays baseball. He literally threw that thing like so far into like this grass area, but like just the way it happened, it looked like he was throwing back a grenade, like in Call of Duty. Like, it was so sick. Like, he literally gripped it. He's still running. We're still all running. Like, he was beside me, and like he chucked it, and it was just like one of the coolest things. I don't know why, I just had to be there. Like, in the moment, everyone was just like, dude, that was sick. It was actually a good idea, because we could have got screwed by it. So we're running down the street, you know, we're cutting through houses, you know, trying to get back to the main house. That was the mission. And all of a sudden, we're behind one of my friend's house. We're almost there, and then all of a sudden we see like flashlights like shining through the woods, like kind of like a top light would, like, you know, shine. You know, they have the things in their like windows or something, like a spotlight. We see that like shining in the woods, like, you know, like they're like the cops were there. They were looking for us because we were up to no good, and we saw it in the woods, and we were like, shit, dude, like it was shining right where we needed to go, like right where the house was. So, you know, we waited it out for a little bit to make sure it was safe. And literally, as soon as we walked in the front yard, we saw like the cops' headlights pulling away, like leaving the street. So we were very fortunate that night. Luck was on our side. That guy could have been just a straight up douchebag, and he could have just called the cops and, you know, never told us that the cops were coming. Because if he wouldn't have told us the cops were coming, then we would definitely got caught. That would have been an even worse scenario. But that's how most of my stories end. Is it could have went really bad, but it went really good. But it really was a scary moment, and I kind of want to thank that guy, whoever you are, for saving us, because you could have been a dick and not told us they were on the way, and you could have got us banged up for the night, maybe go to jail. I don't know. I don't want to think about that. It's not really want to go through your head. But yeah, crazy story. And this was like, let's see, I think this was actually like this same time last year, because we're getting a bunch of snow here where I live. We're getting apparently we're supposed to be getting a few inches, and it doesn't snow a lot in Georgia, so it's kind of a big deal. So whenever that happens, schools canceled everything, and we've been out a lot from that, and I think that's why we were out last year. I'm pretty sure it was snowing, and don't remember much, but that was just a crazy story, and I thought that I would share that experience with you guys, because it goes with the commentary, and this gameplay is absolutely insane. This is my highest kills in uplink. I think I got 73, so that's definitely my highest in the pub uplink. And let's see, in pubs in general, I think I got in domination or momentum one time. I got like 93 kills. I think that's my most in this game so far, is 93 kills. So I got pretty close to that. But as you can see, we're going into overtime right now, and it's 2-0, and I'm freaking out. We only have like 2 minutes to score this. And as you can tell, we're also playing 3v5, I think. So I'm thinking, how the heck are we gonna win this? We're playing 3v5, but I mean, me and my teammates, we started running shit, man. We were hitting shit, and I'm pretty sure we won. We ended up winning. I don't remember though. But yeah, this is gonna be, that was the end of my high time story, as you can tell. But yeah, actually no, I think we do lose. They calling this Warbird, and they started just raping us with it. We couldn't do anything. There was 3 people. But yeah, this is coming close to the end of the video, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I hope you enjoyed this high time series. Let me know in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And YouTube, we'll see you later. Peace.